Hi, we are excited to present our class project based on e-learning platform called EduPool. We chose EduPool because of the increasing growth of technology in education, as well as the need of effective tools for interaction between students and professors in terms of learning activities. The tech stack that we use for our application includes Python, specifically Flask for the backend. It was responsible for the client-server interaction. We used SQL for database access and storage. We used HTML for structure of the web pages. We use CSS for the design of web pages, and at the end we use JavaScript for some of the functionalities with the web pages we're working with. Lastly, we used Selenium for testing and did automation with it.
Let's see how EduPool works now, where we have implemented sessions for our users. We can see our demo where we can log in or we can sign up as a new user. We can go to the sign up page and try to log in some details. For example, I'm a student and I want to log in. Let's try some random passwords here first and let's see what happens. For our date of birth, we have also added constraints that will take care of the error prevention. As a student, if I try to create an account, we notice that the password does not match. Why is that happening? Because we have added regex into our system. So I'm going to write a password that actually would match the system. We can also toggle to this I button to see our password in case it's needed after. Once I create the account, I can see that I log in. To check that, we can also check our database if it has been made, and voila, we can see it here. Why are the passwords so different over here? Because they have been hashed for security purposes. For our session and our demo, let's see if we can just log in into one of our students. This student has been enrolled into 3 courses. And this is our homepage, which has sidebar that contains dashboard, profile, settings, and logout. For our settings, if a user wishes to change their name, suppose to a random name, and save the changes, this would take you to your account details and you can see the name has been changed. Moving forward to the dashboard, in the enrolled courses, you can see there are a few features like course description or the course limit, quizzes, essays, discussion, or the grades. We got a beautiful feature of discussions. Once you open the discussion page, you can add a question. Suppose I add a question and I want to say, where is Discord? Suppose. Once I post it, it would show as a link. You can click on these links. Where it takes you is the another page where students can put their replies. There is a question that a teacher posted and a student have replied to that question. If I want to reply to this question, I can post more and then it would be added with my email and the time when I posted it. Moving forward, we got some more features.
So on the course page, the student can also view the grades for the assignments that they have submitted. On the grades page, the assignments are sorted by both quizzes and essays as well as individual entity types. We can see that for assignment 1, the student got 100%. For the midterm, the student got a grade of 95%. If the grading has not been done yet by the professor, it would be displayed as NA. Now if we move on to our dashboard, we've also implemented course enrollment feature. So right now we can see that the student has been enrolled to these 3 courses. So if a student wants to enroll in a new course, they can go over here. This page will display all the list of available courses that the student has not yet enrolled into. So you can see there's one course currently, Math 200, with the respective information such as course description, instructor, as well as the total number of students that can be enrolled. So I can request to enroll, and then this request will be sent to the admin. Now, if a student request has not been accepted, it would come under rejected enrollment request. So previously, the student has sent a request for enrolling into the course cost 310. However, that request has been declined. So the student will not be able to register for this course and not have access to it.
Hi, I'm going to be talking about the admin page where you can actually see and accept or decline the request which Sanjith has sent in. So currently on the admin page, we have all the created courses. So currently we have 5 courses on the database and we plan to add multiple later on. And we also have a create new course option and an accept as decline student enrollment request for the courses. Going into accept and decline, since we know that Sanjith just requested to enroll into this course, we can accept that. And going back, if I go ahead and log in to student, we can see that that course also has been added over here. Now, going back to the admin page, we can again log in, and we also have the option to create a new course. Over here, we can create a new course. Let's say, I'm just making some dummy data right now. I'm just going to make this as a test, just as teacher. And we also have a constraint where it should match the format. So our format is basically COSE, and then no space between and then the 3 numbers after. So we can create the course, and now we see that that course also has been created. So that's the feature for the admin. Moving on.
Now, if I log in as a teacher, I can view all the courses that this teacher is currently handling. Let's click on course 320. Here on the course page, I can view the course description, course limit, teacher name, and teacher ID, as well as all the quizzes and essays I've posted. I can also see assignments that I have to grade, and down here, I can also create another assignment. Let's do that. When I want to create an assignment, I can add a title. Let's call this quiz 5. And then I can select an assignment type between quizzes and essays. Quizzes are MCQ questions, and essays are text input file or file types. Let's create a quiz. Here I can enter a question with three multiple choice options. So I will create a dummy question and give it some dummy options. For each question, I can also set a max grade. So let's say this question is worth 3 marks, and um, this is the max grade of the question. The max grade of all the questions is added up to create the max grade of this quiz assignment itself. If I'm happy with this, I can post the assignment, and I can see that quiz 5 has been added as an assignment to the quizzes. Let's also create an essay. We'll call this final essay, and assignment type will be essay. Here, the instructor can choose to either upload a file including the questions and instructions or enter text to convey the instructions instead. Let's do that and add some dummy text here. Again, I can enter a max grade for this assignment from 1 to 100. Let's go with 10. And I will post this assignment. I can see that the final essay has also been added to the essays page. Now, if I go and log in as a student and I go to the course 320 page, I can see that quizzes and essays have the assignments I recently created added to them. Let's make submissions for these assignments. I'll start with quiz 5. Now I can see the question added by the instructor and the 3 options given. If I select my correct answer, I can submit the answer, and it is now ready for grading by the professor. If I try to go back to quiz 5 and grade this and reattempt it, it will say you have already submitted this quiz. Let's also make a submission for final essay. Here again, I can view the question given by the professor, and I can choose between a text or a text response or a file upload. This time I'll go with the file upload. So I'll click choose file and upload this. Once I'm happy with this, I can submit the answer.
Once the student has submitted the assignment, the instructor should be able to grade the submitted work. So I'm going to log in as a teacher, and I'm going to go to that particular course. Now under the option grade assignments, I can see all the submissions by all the different students with their corresponding IDs. So let's say I want to grade the assignment for student ID 1. First, I'm going to grade the submitted quiz assignment. So I click on grade submission. I can see the answer entered by the student for the MCQ, and I know the right answer. So accordingly, I can assign a grade. And I'm going to do the same for the other question. Now I'm going to click on the submit grade option. Now notice that the max grade option was set to 1 while creating the assignment. And because I've entered a grade of 5, my website is going to give me an error message saying that the value must be less than or equal to 1. So I'm going to enter the right value now. So this is basic error checking implemented by a website to prevent incorrect values from being entered. Now that I've entered the right values, I'm going to click submit grade, and the grade will be posted. Now instead of grading a quiz, let's grade an essay. So again, under the essay section, I can see the different submissions by all the different students. For the sake of the demonstration, I'm going to create the same student ID 1. So I click on grade submission, and I can see the file which was uploaded by the student. And by looking at the file, I can decide whether I can grade the answer, deciding whether it's right or wrong. Now notice the max grade is 100. So I'm now going to intentionally enter 105 as a grade, and the website should give me an error. Let's click on submit grade. Here you can see an error message saying that the value should be less than or equal to 100. Now I'm going to enter 95, which is going to fit the constraint, and I click submit grade. So the grade should be posted. So now that you've described all the major features of our website, I'm going to talk a little bit about the testing which we implemented. So all our tests were implemented using Selenium, and we've integrated it with Git Actions. So let us go to Git Actions. So we've used YML code to automate our Git Actions, and you can see each time you create a pull request, it's going to run the test, and if it's a green tick mark, that means the tests have passed successfully. Now let us look at the details of the build. So I'm going to click on build, and you can see that this is basically what our automated YML script is doing. It's going to install all the dependencies, all the packages required, set up the configuration, then it's going to test it using the PyTest structure, and it's going to complete a job. And you can see the green tick indicates that the tests were run successfully. Now, while creating a website, we followed a test-driven approach, which means that we first wrote the code for all our tests, and then we developed each feature to match our test, making sure that the test passed at each stage. And we included all 3 types of tests in our code. We have front-end unit tests, back-end unit tests, as well as integrated unit tests. So yeah, that's our testing, and that's our website. And thank you so much. We are proud to present this website. Thank you.